Welcome to Daily Digest. Today we'll cover 15 insane laws that are technically still on the books. Some are enforced, some are ancient leftovers, and some will make you question reality. But all of them are real. So buckle up, because this list is about to get weird. Let's kick things off with one that sounds like the setup for a horror movie. In Longyearbyen, Norway, it's illegal to die. Like, you're not allowed. Not just frowned upon, but banned. Why? Because the ground is frozen solid all year round, and bodies literally don't decompose. They just hang out. So if you're terminally ill, the government will fly you out to die somewhere else. Think about that. The town has a designated no-dying policy. Imagine trying to explain that to your grandma. Sorry, Nana, we gotta ship you out before you croak or you'll become an eternal ice mummy. Moving on to Singapore, where you can be fined for gum. Not just for spitting it on the sidewalk, for owning it. Chewing gum is basically contraband there. Unless you have a medical prescription for nicotine gum or something similar, you're not allowed to buy or chew it. What's the reason? Back in the 90s, vandals were sticking gum on subway doors and causing chaos. So the government just said, nope, this is why we can't have nice things, and banned it. Singapore treats gum like the rest of the world treats drugs. Imagine being pulled over and trying to hide a stick of juicy fruit like it's heroin. Now buckle in, because Switzerland isn't playing when it comes to animal rights. There, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Why? Because guinea pigs are social creatures, and keeping one all alone is considered animal abuse. But wait, it gets better. Switzerland has guinea pig matchmaking services. If your guinea pig loses its partner, you can literally hire someone to find it a new friend. It's like guinea pig Tinder. There are even guinea pig retirement homes. Are you telling me there's a whole country out here making sure rodents have a better dating life than me? Incredible. Next up, China, where reincarnation is apparently a bureaucratic process. In Tibet, Buddhist monks aren't allowed to reincarnate without government permission. Yep, you need official clearance to come back from the dead. This isn't a joke. This law was passed in 2007 and applies to any living Buddhas who want to reincarnate. It's basically spiritual paperwork. Imagine dying and then getting rejected for round 2 because you forgot to fill out Form R-1085, application to exist again. Now we're headed to Thailand, where stepping on money is illegal. Why is that, you ask? Because the king's face is on every coin and bill, and stepping on his image is considered disrespectful to the monarchy. So if you drop a coin in traffic, good luck. You can't just stomp it to stop it from rolling under a bus. You gotta risk your life and your freedom to save it. Sir, do you know why I pulled you over? I kicked a bot into the gutter. Straight to jail. Meanwhile, in Milan, Italy, the law says you must smile at all times. Not like metaphorically, literally. Unless you're at a funeral or a hospital, smiling is required by city ordinance. This law is rarely enforced, but technically, being grumpy in Milan is illegal. So if your gelato melts or you miss your train, tough luck. Grin through the pain, buddy. The law demands it. Let's talk about bars in Alaska. You know, where people go to get drunk? Yeah? Well, being drunk in a bar is illegal there, for real. If you're visibly intoxicated, bartenders are legally required to cut you off and can even kick you out. So if you're slurring your words or start arguing with the jukebox, you're not just annoying, you're a criminal. This law gets enforced too. You could get hauled out of the bar for doing exactly what bars were built for. Imagine getting arrested and having to explain that your crime was enjoying happy hour too much. And now, back to Switzerland for another episode of The Rules Are Made Up, but the Fines Are Real. In some apartment buildings, it's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. No, not because the plumbing's haunted, because of noise regulations. Flushing is considered a disturbance in shared housing. So if nature calls at midnight, your options are break the law or silently suffer. Imagine hosting a dinner party and having to warn your guests like, hey, enjoy the fondue, but after 10, hold it till morning. All right, we're taking a sharp turn to Greece, where wearing high heels at ancient historical sites is illegal. That's right. Those strappy stilettos could get you kicked out of the Acropolis. Why? Because heels can damage the ancient stonework. Which is fair, honestly. But imagine flying across the world, getting all dolled up for a photo in front of 2,000-year-old ruins, only to be stopped by security like, Ma'am, your shoes are a threat to democracy. All right, time to ruin your childhood. In a small town in Poland, Winnie the Pooh is banned from playgrounds. Yep, our pantsless little bear has been blacklisted. Why? Local officials decided Pooh was inappropriate because he doesn't wear pants and has no clear gender. That's it. No honey crimes, no shady forest dealings, just a fashion violation and some existential confusion. Somewhere in Poland, there's a swing set where kids are safe from the corrupting influence of cartoon bears with ambiguous anatomy. Now let's jump to France, where the beach body rules are very specific. In public swimming pools, men must wear Speedos, not swim trunks, not board shorts, just tight, clingy Euro-sleek Speedos. Why? Hygiene, apparently. The logic is that people might wear board shorts out and about all day, but Speedos are usually worn only for swimming. So if you show up to the pool looking like you're about to surf, you're getting turned away. It's the only country where too much coverage gets you banned from the pool. Speaking of skin, let's head to Barcelona, where being shirtless in public is illegal. Outside the beach, if you're walking around without a shirt, you can get fined. And they do enforce it, especially with tourists who think they're still at the beach when they're actually at a coffee shop. Picture some sunburnt dude in flip-flops and swim trunks trying to order a croissant, and the police roll up like, "Sir, this is not spring break, Iberian edition." Okay, let's talk about France again, because apparently they've got a weird thing for names. It's illegal to name a pig Napoleon. Yep, out of respect for the former emperor, you can't slap his name on a farm animal. This one dates back to old-school defamation laws, but it's technically still in effect. So, if your pig's got short legs and a superiority complex, call it literally anything else. Pierre, Jean-Claude, Sir Snort-a-Lot. Just don't say Napoleon or you're in legal oink territory. And now, Japan. You can actually get flagged for being overweight. For real. Under what's known as the Metabo Law, citizens between the ages of 40 and 74 have their waistlines measured during annual checkups. If your waist is too wide, over 33.5 inches for men or 35.4 for women, you might get enrolled in a government-approved wellness program. Companies and local governments can even be fined if too many people in their care are over the limit. Nobody's getting hauled off in cuffs for loving ramen a little too much, but it's still wild to think that your employer could be side-eyeing your belt size like it's a liability. Imagine failing your performance review because of your pants. And finally, back to Italy, Turin, to be specific, where you are legally required to walk your dog. Like, it's an actual law. If you don't walk your dog regularly, you can get fined. The city is serious about animal welfare and, honestly, respect. But imagine your dog's just lazy. He's vibing, watching squirrels through the window like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." And you're out here begging him to go outside so you don't get hit with a legal citation. Come on, man, just 5 minutes. I don't want to go to jail over your nap. And that's the list. 15 laws that are not only real but still legally valid somewhere on Earth. From forbidden footwear to Speedo mandates, reincarnation paperwork to guinea pig dating apps, we've barely scratched the surface of the world's legal absurdities. So tell us, which one absolutely fried your brain? Drop your favorite in the comments. Hit that like button if your jaw dropped at least once. And subscribe for more content that makes the world seem slightly more unhinged than you remembered. Thanks for watching Daily Digest. We'll see you in the next one, unless the government bans that too.